Good evening, everyone. My name is Camilla, and I'm a freelance facilitator. I run workshops and meetings and lots of different processes to help teams come to better outcomes with the time they spend together. This is a picture of me living life on the edge from a young age. I like to start with this picture because I think it's a great picture, right? Why not? I also like to start with a bit of game. I don't know if anyone's heard of a thumb war before. Yeah? So turn to the person next to you and do a thumb war. If the person next to you doesn't know what that is, show them what it is. Okay? So grasp hands with someone and you play it. You can see it happening behind you. Maybe you guys can go together. Find someone, reach out. Okay, time's up before someone gets punched in the face. So, thank you all for that. Tonight I'm going to talk about something that I believe can change the world. And in fact, I believe it already has changed the world. And that is all to do with creativity and play. Now, I asked you just to have a thumb war, very simple activity, but within about 4 seconds, the majority of you were laughing, you were talking to the person next to you, interacting, and building a space where we can all feel a little bit safer. Now anyone know who this is? A couple of people daring to whisper but not going for it. Plato. So, everyone says that Plato said this thing, which is you can learn more about a person in an hour of play than a lifetime of conversation. Now, as with many things, more likely said by a woman. He didn't actually say it, it's just attributed to him. But I think the premise is excellent, right? How much can we learn about each other in a short space of time using more playful processes? We all understand that children learn through play. They build relationships, they understand right from wrong, they understand a world that's fundamentally baffling. And I would argue that as adults, it doesn't get any less baffling as we get older. In fact, in many ways, I think it gets more so. So, I'm talking about the power of play and why we need to play more as adults. Now, does this look familiar to anyone? There's a meeting, there are people on various devices, looks like some people are getting a bit angry on one side, all fighting for what they want. Okay? I would say this is pretty typical of a lot of meetings. This is probably also quite typical of a lot of meetings that people in this room are used to. Lots of post-it notes all over the wall, going through processes, trying to understand things a little bit better. Now, this is a kind of meeting that I really like. I use Lego, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably used Lego before if you're into Agile. I'm a Lego Serious Play facilitator, and I use Lego as one of the core tools in my toolbox to help make processes more creative and more engaging for the people that are a part of it. And you can see the difference between these two pictures, right? You've got people up, distracted, doing different things, and you've got everyone focused on one task, even though it's building Lego. Now, Lego is a very simple process. You set a challenge. That might be build what you think the biggest challenge your team has, or build what journey you think this project should take over the next 12 months. Or maybe it's build your personal life goal for the next 5 years. Whatever it is, you set a challenge. Then, quite simply, you build it. That's like using Lego. Then you share it. Now, what's powerful about Lego is that if you're in the room, you're building and you're sharing. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO or you're the intern. Everyone is equal in the space when it comes to Lego, so everyone shares what they've built. And then, as we heard on the evaluation and feedback, we reflect. We look at what we've shared, we look at the links between the different things that we've shared and what that means. So, we've got some people playing Lego here, that's great, but what does that actually look like? So here's a build. Now, that looks like a couple of elephants. What if I told you that's actually meant to represent 2 managers in a company? Okay, the whole meaning changes for us. It doesn't have to be Lego when we're getting a little bit more creative. This was building a roadmap to build a roadmap for a project that people were working on. How can we bring a little bit more creativity and play into the work that we're doing? So at the end of my talk tonight, I just want to encourage you all to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. Where can you move outside of your daily grind? Can you do something that's a little bit more playful, a little bit more creative to challenge your mind and stimulate it a little bit more? Now, I know it looks like I have the best job in the world playing with Lego every day, but don't forget, this is my Friday night washing and drying my Lego to keep it clean. I know, right? So thank you very much for having me here tonight. And you've been wonderful. Thank you.